All right, guys, today we are in the 2021 Ram TRX at the Silver Lake Sand Dunes. We are in the TRX's home stomping grounds. I saw Ram testing these about a year or so ago. They were pre-production TRXs and they were just bombing around the dunes on a weekday, having a blast. And it's finally time for us to have a go. And this thing is going to be pretty awesome. So let's get in, take it for a drive. We've already done our street review on this. And the off-road capability here is just otherworldly. I've got my buddy Mike in the passenger seat. He's going to be spotting me today. Otherwise, my head would be on a swivel looking around, trying to not crash into anyone or anything. It is the first day the dunes are open, so it's pretty busy. So we'll see what we can do. Have a little bit of fun in this thing. And let's put it into Baja. Baja's a nice mode for high-speed sand dune running. It's so fast. All you hear is supercharger. From the outside, it sounds amazing. We've aired down to about 17, 18 PSI. Slow speed crawling stuff, no problem. I mean, that's just kind of how the TRX is. It just brushes everything off. You want to jump it 8 feet into the air, it's fine. Try not to hit all the porta potties. So this just reminds me of the Raptor, but it sounds better and it has way more usable power. Of course, this is full-time four-wheel drive. No rear-wheel drive drift mode in the TRX. It really bangs those shifts. So smooth over these whoops and rough bumps. There's so much balance, you can just drive it like a sports car. Good rotation on throttle. It's like a really big side-by-side. Let's go down this way. We've got some good whoops through here. Really test out the suspension. There is a jump detection system in this that will sense when you're midair, and it'll cut power to the engine so it doesn't shock the drivetrain on the landing. Pretty cool tech. It takes a lot to bottom out the suspension on this TRX. The long wheelbase is pretty fun to play with. bit less dramatic when you don't send it off the top and take take a 20-foot long jump. It's so cool out here. Honestly, the 4Runner could have done that. That was fine. Oh, man.
It looks way scarier than it is.
Yeah, it does. Anything in front of me? Nope. The trail cams are really useful in this. It can dig itself out of some situations. There's just so much tire width. The contact patch is enormous. Yep. When in doubt, power out. Blind spot alert, unavailable. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Kind of bogs between gears sometimes, which is surprising. You don't realize how easily this TRX takes everything until you drive like a normal vehicle around here and realize that it just, everything is rough. And this just shrugs it all off like it doesn't matter. The suspension travel, the shock tuning, and for just the weight of this thing, it's amazing how balanced and well set up it is. It's a little wide to fit through some of these gaps. This is definitely not a rock crawler. You wouldn't fit through most situations. Oh wow, front wheel drive Jeep. Look at that.
You broke something.
Yeah. So we'll do a little approach departure angle test here. I mean, it's good. It's very good. Down. No problem. Up. No problem. Oh, there's the bottom of the suspension travel. You get the right the right couple of bumps. Yeah, just wicked. And the thing is, we have our air-conditioned seats, full comforts and luxuries of a fully loaded Ram 1500. It's great. Oh, you know what we haven't done yet? Launch control on the sand. Let's do that. All you gotta do is press the launch button, apply brake pressure. Little jump. Whee! Even ABS does a pretty good job stopping on the sand, which is a difficult thing to do. Just awesome. Just awesome. The transmission in Baja mode makes all the right choices for gear selection. So that's fun. It would be fun to be able to throw this into a rear-wheel drive mode, but I get it. The four-wheel drive is pretty tail happy. And it lets you get out and have a little bit of fun. The dunes are a crazy place. Looks like Saudi Arabia, and then you've got a massive freshwater lake to your west. Yeah, this Blazer just sent it off a very, very steep hill. Didn't scout his location. Oh, that's puppy. And landed right on his roof. Wasn't pretty. Yeah. The structure held up pretty well. But it's definitely flatter than it was earlier today. And there's a brodozer that's stuck next to him. Anyways, as literally every other YouTube video on the internet has showed you and told you, the Ram TRX is amazing off-road, unstoppable. We drove 3.5 hours coming out here. It was very comfortable. It got 13.5 miles to the gallon, which, I mean, if you think about it, if you have a lifted Jeep with 33s or 35s, I mean, everything with the off-road capability that this thing has is going to get 10 to 15 miles to the gallon. Even Mike's stock GX, and my old stock GX was averaging around 15 or so. The power is just, it's explosive. There were some areas where I remember, so we were out here 4 or 5 years ago in the Raptor, and there were some situations where you could feel it bog, and this has not bogged all day, ever, not once. It just finds the grip, and then it finds the air. One more launch. Have to. Full ABS stop, no drama. Oh, I think people are also like going ahead a little bit. Or maybe to, oh, you know what? You know why they do that? It smooths out their path. Yeah, so they get a better launch. That makes sense. Yeah, there we go. And the TRX wins! Wow. Almost made it. That was funny. And we're done. We're done with that. Faster than the Raptor. Oh man. We'll go back to our rendezvous point. Oh my gosh. So rough. I bet that almost hitting the tree got some good audience reactions.
We got a thumbs up from that guy in the ATV in the end.
That's awesome.
You're good. Wanna do a little
I mean, gravity assist. We'll go right here. That looks like a pretty steep angle. Might make it though. The angles on this thing are just awesome. What a champ. What a champ.
Howdy.
How's it going down there?
Great. We nearly hit a tree.
We were this close. We did a drag race against a side-by-side, a raptor, a velociraptor,
600.
and we won because we stayed into it long enough to win. Actually, no, we won like legit, and they got the launch on us. But I came about an inch away from like a very small tree.
That was probably the same time that Chris said, I wonder if anyone hits trees out here. And I said, you'd have to be pretty stupid to hit a tree and out here.
Yeah, or like the TOPher. Yeah.
You guys, you know, this just, the brain cells go into the supercharger, and you know, you just have to give them, it's like your sacrifice.
All right, I think we're done. All
right.
yours.
What's that?
This is all yours now.
Great. Yeah, no, this is so smooth and
With
fun.
great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
And send.
We'll just do like a lap or so and just, you know, kind of.
Alright, let's switch.
Yeah. It's telling me to inflate rear tire to 38 psi. No.
Not at all.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, this thing is amazing. The only problem we ran into is other people and also reversing down a hill after almost crashing into a tree.
Yeah.
The auto collision kicks on
Okay.
and like stops you immediately, which isn't ideal. All right, well, hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what it's like to drive the Ram TRX at the Silver Lake Sand Dunes. I think as a passenger vehicle goes, this is about as good as it gets. I think it's about as fun as a side-by-side. You could probably save 60 grand and get a side-by-side, but you can't drive that the rest of the places on the street. So, Ram TRX, well done. We'll see how long it lasts. And if you have the means, I would highly recommend one.